Brooks, thank you for trying the Golf Digest Grid Challenge. So the way this works is pretty simple. There are 10-yard increments all down the driving range here. The first one goes from 180 to 190. The final one goes from 270 to 280. The goal is to hit a golf ball into each of them in the fewest number of golf balls. So this must be a good challenge considering you're nice and warm coming into it, right?
Yeah, a few days off, so this will be interesting to see how it goes. Not bad.
All right, so you get to pick the first one, and I think you said 185, so the 180 to 190.
Yeah.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, that works.
All right, cool. Well, take us away.
All right, let's do it.
There we go.
85.
185 on the nose, and
Look at
we're
that.
off. Cool. All right, so I get to start picking from here.
All right.
So why don't we jump up to 215? So the 210 to 220 is your zone.
210 to 220.
How big of a numbers guy are you, or is Ricky more of the numbers man?
No, Ricky just gives me the number and what I got to do. I mean, we both have been together now for what? Almost 11 years. Yeah. So we've got a good understanding. I mean, I pretty much know what I got to do. He pretty much knows it. And if we both disagree, then, you know, we'll talk about it a little longer. It's always between two clubs. So you're never too far off.
Right. 220, right on the nose. All right, 2 for 2.
See?
Why don't we jump up to 235, so 230, 240. So we were talking a little bit about your off-season kind of wind down, but I've always been curious how hard you guys go in the gym during the off-season. Like, is now kind of bulk up, get strong season, or what's going on in
Not right now. Right now, no. November, all November, 2 days every day. So that'll be my time. But right now, no. I'm not doing anything. No golf, no nothing. Relaxing, taking it easy. You got to get away from things to love it again. So November will be a big prep. Just in the gym work and kind of start getting back to play golf a little bit, and then December kind of crank it up again.
In season, you guys aren't really throwing a ton of weight around, right? But
no, I mean I do.
You do in the season?
Yeah, every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about? Like, we're talking benching, deadlifts?
Yeah, bench, everything. You keep the same program, you're fine.
That's so awesome. Does that affect your distances on a day-to-day?
No. If you do something long enough, it's like you watch a guy that's never played golf. You come out here and watch him swing for 30 swings, he's going to be tired and exhausted, but it's like anything. You go to the gym enough, you'll be just fine.
So you do before rounds, after rounds?
I like doing it before. I feel like I like to be a little tight. So
really?
I never get long. That's one of the things in my swing. I just don't want it to get long at the top. So I never feel like I get long if I'm a little tight.
That's so sick. So you're like before big rounds, like really in the gym working, like just hitting it hard.
I like it. Yeah, it's fun. It's just a hobby for me. I don't think it has anything to do with golf. It's just something I enjoy.
Nice. That's awesome.
All right, so what's his number again?
What do we say? 235? So 230, 240 is your zone?
All right.
$234. You are, for not playing, you're pretty dialed right now.
I mean, it doesn't change. It's just a matter about the direction.
Ain't no hobby, right? All right. How about we drop down to 200 to 210? So 205 is your number.
205. All right. Let's see what we got. No.
No?
It's closer to probably 200.
199. Man, you called it. So one yard shy.
Yep.
So let's see you hit it again.
There it is. 205.
205. All right. Cool. All right. So next up, let's go with 245. So 240.
245.
I feel like this is where it starts getting into awkward yardage territory.
Yeah, I thought the other one was the 230, 240 was kind of awkward. It's either a big 4 or a little 3.
Yeah.
Because I haven't played it with the little 3. So this one will probably be a little bit more of a natural 3-iron.
Have you always been a fader, Brooks?
No, I used to draw it way back in college.
Dialed again, 244. All right, so let's drop down to 190, 200, so 195. So you were like classic junior golfer, slinging draws.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of how I grew up hitting it, and it was just the way it was. So went to more control with the fade. I felt like it was easier. I knew what I was doing.
Nice.
Just a little bit more helped.
Just kind of gives you a little more margin for error, right?
Yep. What's this? Were we trying to do this again?
195, so
Right.
19200.
Step on that. I don't know if I did.
94.
94. Yeah.
Do you practice like this a lot, like distance control wise?
I just have my own routine that I do. Probably spend the first hour just kind of hitting balls, just kind of getting loose, doing my own thing, and then there I go work on my swing stuff. I get on a little side slope and do what I, work on my mechanics of getting in the right spot, and then from there I just do. Honestly, I do a lot of wedges with the yardage control.
Yeah.
I know how far the irons go already. I don't need to reinvent the wheel. It's just make sure the wedges are dialed, the feels are dialed, and then go from there.
What does practicing on a side slope do for your swing?
Just for me, for my swing, I just ball above the feet. It gets my backswing in the correct position where I can lock it down and really try to feel like I have to hold it off where my body's got to keep moving.
Why? Because it tends to get up.
Yeah, if it just gets too upright, you just want to flatten it a little bit.
Right, because you're hitting it up here now. It's almost like a baseball.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then just making sure the only way that ball can go straight is if I actually turn through the golf ball.
Right. Well, because the tendency, am I understanding the tendency is kind of that, but turning through is what forces that club.
Exactly, pretty much. I just feel sometimes that left shoulder gets a bit high and I can get under as far as, trying to feel like my chest really rotates towards that target.
Right, yeah, turn and burn. All right, how about we go 225, so between 220 and 230.
All right.
I feel like you talked a lot about tendency to get like left side loaded, maybe ball position creep back. What does that start doing to the ball flight when that stuff?
You name it. You can kind of make it do what you want. I mean, if the ball position gets back, it's easy to say it's going to go low, but then you can also, the ball will go left. For me, that's what it does because I end up hanging back on it and flipping it. And that's where I get the upright, drop it under, flip it. But the ball position's got to be a little further up. I got to aim left, and then from there, just turn as hard as I can, the straighter it goes.
Nice, I love that. All right, 225.
You should be pretty good.
227. All
right.
All right. So you've got 3 more yardages. I'll let you pick because I'm a gentleman. 250 to 260, 260 to 270, or 270 to 280.
Do 260, 270. We'll a little 3-win.
What's like a max deadlift for you these days, or a max?
Oh, nothing right now because I ain't working out, which is
Zero.
great. Listen, I love that. I don't have to do anything.
But like peak Brooks, like mid-season or whatever.
I don't know. It fluctuates a little bit just because of my weight.
Yeah.
It depends how my knee's feeling.
Yeah, you guys like shred weight during the season too, right?
Well, you're just walking more, right? You're just walking more.
Sweating.
You're outside. We've been in hot climates. It's easy to shed it, but it just all kind of depends. Am I fully healthy? Is how my body feels, whatever it is. But I never try to max it out too much. I'm getting old. It's nice to not have to max it out all the time.
That makes sense, especially if like monitoring your knee. Like
Well, I mean, my knee's fine right now, but it's just you never want to get to the point where it starts breaking down again.
Right. Makes sense. All right. What do we say? 265?
Yeah, 265. Let's see it. I'm gonna go 255. That was it, like dog.
263. All right, 255 is your number, so 250, 260.
I'll bust a 3-iron. So 255 is the number?
255.
All right. Gear back on this one a little bit. That's pretty good.
It's like a flat fade, so powerful. 255, man, you were like, I'm giving you the middle number and you're like within a yard of them. It's impressive.
I mean, I do this for a living.
You might have a future in this. All right, it's 275, so between 270 and 280. I feel like you have one of those abilities, I'm not just saying this, to like cut through to the like essentially important stuff, like in your golf swing or in competing or mental stuff. Have you always been like that? Do you work on that? Like,
well,
how do you cultivate that attitude, I guess?
You watch guys, right? When they get to the pinnacle of their careers or whatever, they try to change things and make it. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Like, what got you to whatever point you're at or where I'm at is what's made me really good. So why would I change that? I just need to, refine it a little bit. Like, it's not the mechanics of the mechanics. I just want to make sure that, hey, to me, I don't want to miss it big left or right. Okay, well, then how do I do that? The yardage has got to be on point. Is the strike consistent? Little things like that. Hey, you go to the basics. Like, one of the best things I ever got was this, posture, grip, alignment. That's all you got to do. If you repeat that pretty much every time, you're going to be pretty good. So that's what I really focus on.
I feel like I'm always interested in things you guys think a lot about and amateur golfers don't. And that's probably one of those things you guys stress about: posture, alignment, fundamentals so much, and the rest of us just gloss over those details.
Yeah, but I feel like I do that when I'm at home. Like when I'm away from the tour, away from everybody, that's when I focus on all that stuff. And then when I get to the tournament, it's okay. Let's just make sure, okay, you just kind of check things off the list. All right, you know, am I feeling good? Is the swing feel right? You know, you usually got your coaches there. I got Pete there. It's like, all right, let's check that box, make sure it's in the right spot. Great, alignment looks good, shoulders are good. You know, sometimes little things can get out of whack, but overall, once everybody kind of gives the all clear, it's just like, all right, let's go have fun.
Down the runway. All right,
Yep.
275.
275. Oh,
281, missed it by a yard. Can we hit one more? Try to get it in that 272.
this thing is bull. Ah, 1 yard, huh?
1 yard, I know.
I know. Feels like 19 at the Masters all over again. No, I bet that might be a yard short. Told you.
These longer, I feel like the tiniest slight off-center hit.
Yeah, I'm kind of right in a weird spot here, to be honest with you. It's a weird yardage. I got to hit it hard enough, but not max.
Bam,
right, there you go.
276. Brooks.
I tell you what, I was like pretty close.
Pretty good
I don't
stuff.
know, I think it was good for me.
Oh yeah, and a nice little
I'll
shake
take
the
it.
rust off during the Aussie. Well, I appreciate you.
Hey.
Appreciate you doing this. Thank
Absolutely.
you for taking the time.
You got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.